Penguin Random House Audio presents The View from Lake Como, a novel, by Adriana Trigiani, read for you by Mira Sorvino, with a note read by the author. In memory of my uncles, the four heavenly horsemen, Orlando A. Bonicelli, Michael F. Ronca, the Honorable Michael F. Godfrey, and Michael R. Trigiani. One day, Elsie de Wolf said to Ludwig Bemelmans, "Italians are fortunate. They can always cry it away, or sing it away, or love it away." Part 1. Cry It Away. Chapter 1. Theramy. Exercise 1. I shove the pencil behind my ear. I hold the sketch pad next to my face and lean into the mirror. I take inventory of my features in the self-portrait. Let's see. I have rendered the oval shape of my face, neatly arched black eyebrows a la Puglia, and a satisfactory Tuscan nose, prominent yet not too large. The lips are full in the center with commas in the corners, and finally, the eyes, two round, dark planets of pain. I prop up the pad on the table and stand to observe the drawing from a different perspective. I've been looking at this mug for 33 years, so you'd think there'd be no surprises. I lean over my work and squint. The hair is not right. I hold the tip of the soft HB graphite pencil flat, whisking it above the forehead in quick, successive strokes, smudging the hairline with my thumb, softening the fine strands at the temples. I have used every technique to lighten the overall effect and lift the mood of this faccia, but no matter how I tinker, I'm looking at the portrait of an unhappy woman. I snap a photo of the sketch. Dear Dr. Sharon, the self-portrait you requested is attached. I make my living drawing marble installations to scale. I'm a draftsman who also provides designs for customers. Forgive the lack of nuance in the sketch, but it is a truthful rendering of how I see myself. They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, but it would appear my sojourn began with a litany of missteps that led to a faceplant. This is why I'm here. I need your help to get up and move forward, emotionally. I read your keys to contentment online. Make your own happiness. I will be happy to when I am able to define it. Follow your heart. Easy for others to say, sure, follow your heart, but only if you have a good sense of direction. Listen to your inner voice. Trying. When I follow the daily Instagram posts that feature a cup of coffee, a cookie, and the advice of general philosophers, it seems my life gets worse. I am trying to change, but reinvention is impossibly hard work for someone who isn't sure where to begin or how. You see, I am the people pleaser in my family, the unsung cook, maid, babysitter, and driver. Looking down the road, I will become the nurse, responsible for our soon-to-be elderly parents, because my brother and sister have families of their own. I am newly single and childless, which means I'm available to serve more. My role has been carved as if it were etched in marble, and I know marble. I created a dream board with pictures and images of all I long for. It's in the shape of the country of Italy, which should tell you something about my heart's desire. There are the rolling hills of Tuscany, the marble quarries of Carrara, and the speedboats of Lake Como. I want to celebrate life, not dread it. I moved into my parents' basement apartment when I decided to leave my husband. My family prays that I reconsider and return to my ex. They are not alone. The general population of my hometown concurs. In fact, at our church, the Sodality, the women's service organization equal to the Knights of Columbus for the men, even offered a humiliating mass for reconciliation. They were fervently praying one way while I prayed the other. I said the rosary so many times during my divorce proceedings, I rubbed the face of Jesus off the crucifix. I have held a passport since I was 18 years old, but have yet to use it. It is just one empty page after another of pristine navy jacquard without a single stamp to anywhere or the slightest scuff on the leather cover. When I went to renew it last year, the man at the passport office said, "Why bother?" I want to bother. I want to know what it's like to see the places that have lived in my imagination since I first read about them in books. Is there something out there for me, Dr. Sharon? Is there such a thing as bliss? If so, can you help me find it, with or without the cookie? GCB, Lake Como, New Jersey. Chapter 2. The Family Business. The red tail lights on Uncle Louis's Chartreuse Impala blink as he backs the car out of his garage on his way to pick me up for work. He and Aunt Lil live in the last house on the corner lot before the intersection of Surf Avenue, which leads to the beach. Their Cape Cod, the most landscaped home in all of New Jersey, stands out among the mix of white split-level and soft blue saltbox houses that hug the curve of the shore of Lake Como like a rope of shimmering opals. Through the years, Aunt Lil and Uncle Louis have installed every manner of ornamentation and architectural interest on their half-acre lot. There's a koi pond, a 3-tier marble fountain, and a walkway of gold-streaked pavers that swirls up to the front door like a yellow brick road. The backyard has a replica of the Parthenon built out of Carrara marble where they host the Knights of Columbus weenie roast every July 4th. My home is an advertisement for my business, Uncle Louis says. Italian craftsmanship and American elegance? He asks before he answers. I'm your man. If he's your man, then I'm your wingman. Uncle Louis is my boss at Capo di Monte Marble and Stone, our family business since 1924. My uncle pulls up to the curb. I inhale the chill of the morning air. It tickles my nose and fills my lungs, which causes me to sneeze with my whole body. I fish through my purse for a tissue. Jess, are you serious? Uncle Louis says through his open window as I wipe my nose. I climb inside and snap the seatbelt. He rolls his fist. Leave your window down so any germs blow out. I'm not sick, it's the temperature. Now you're a scientist? If you don't catch a cold, it won't catch you. Words of wisdom from my mother. Your hypochondria flares up whenever the seasons change. You noticed, huh? Uncle Louis's mouth curves into a smile. I see everything, but there's no point in bragging about it. A worldview doesn't do you much good when you live in a small town, unless your passport is current. When it comes to Lake Como, New Jersey, the Capodimonte and Barata families own North Boulevard. My Cap grandparents lived 2 houses down, while the Barata grandparents lived 3 houses down in the other direction. They're all gone now. The Barata homestead went to our cousin Carmine in 2019, while the Cap house has not been touched since Grandma died in 2022. We call it the Lake Como Museum because it remains intact. Not a single teaspoon has left the premises since her death. Around the loop of the lake, the rest of the houses are filled with relatives. Whenever we had a block party, we closed down the street and became a version of the Villa Capri in Patterson with their all-you-can-eat family night. We were an Italian-American a-go-go, minus the floor show, free hors d'oeuvres, and 2-drink minimum. Beyond our social lives, our family shares the street, a canoe, and our devotion to the Blessed Mother. A statue of Mary can be found in every yard on the lake. It may appear the patriarchy is thriving, but Italian-Americans know it's the mother who has the power. Filomena Capodimonte Barata, my own Mamma Mia Madonna, is proof of that. What's with the jacket? Uncle Louis gives my outfit a once-over. Connie gave it to me. You're still in your sister's hand-me-downs? Does it look bad? I smooth the navy linen with my hands. I am not up to Uncle Louis's sartorial code. Never have been. Louis Cap is the last of a group of Italian-American men who came up on the Beatles but never forgot Louis Prima. He's a sharp dresser, rat-pack debonair. He wears
Sample complete. Ready to continue?